Monday Health Minutes, sponsored by Valley Health.
Hi, I'm Melanie Shafer. This is Valley Health Minutes. October is National Eye Injury Prevention Month. It's a big deal. There are about 2.5 million Americans who hurt their eyes every year, and shockingly, about 50,000 of them lose part or all of their vision as a result of that. Those are some of the statistics we're talking about today and how to prevent that, right? We're talking with Dr. Jacob Riggins today about this. Let's talk about some of the very common eye injuries out there.
Sure. So probably one of the most common eye injuries I see is a corneal abrasion, which is essentially you've scratched the front surface of the eye. We see that almost, I'd say, every other day, maybe every day in one of our offices. And then another common one is foreign bodies in the eye, whether that's metal or wood. A lot of folks around here do metal or woodwork. A less common one is a retinal detachment. It's more serious, thank goodness it's not as common. And penetrating injuries can happen as well, but those are less common as well, thank goodness.
Yeah, none of those sound very good.
No.
The corneal abrasion, how easy is it to scratch your eye?
Oh, it's very easy to scratch your eye. One of the most common ways we see is folks that have small infants can actually reach up, and I'm sure we've all experienced it. They'll go right for the eyes and their nails scratched right on the front surface. It's as easy as that.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Something so innocent, a loving reach can end in an injury. Sure. So you're not going to wear eye protection when you're holding your baby, but there are instances where eye protection could maybe prevent you from having any injury at all. What are some of the things that people should get in the habit of putting those goggles on?
Sure, and I'll just go over some of the most common I see in the office. Mowing the lawn and weed eating are huge. Folks never have their safety glasses on.
Guilty. I always have to remind myself.
Absolutely. Even if you have prescription glasses, it's always a good idea. Get something that has a seal over your glasses or side shields to make sure no debris are coming in over top of your glasses. That's really common. Metal and woodworking I had mentioned earlier are really common as well. And then sports, more so with your racquetball sports, and that's probably the most common injuries we see, like a tennis ball or pickleball's becoming big, or racquetball. Those are really big.
Let's talk a little bit about sun damage, UV rays. What can we be doing to protect our eyes from that?
Absolutely. If you know you're going out in the sun, even if it's for a short amount of time, I do recommend UV protection with your sunglasses. We're trying to prevent cataract formation. A lot of my older patients ask me, hey, am I going to get cataracts? I say yes, but here's one way to slow that down, UV protection. Macular degeneration is a big condition that's been linked to UV exposure, so we want to make sure we have our glasses on for that as well. And then even some effects of dry eye. I'm going to throw out a term, pterygium, a lot of people have never heard of, but basically it's a callus on the white part of the eye that can affect your vision over time. So those are really common things we see that we can prevent with sunglasses. Yeah.
Do they need to be expensive, or does anything help?
So it doesn't have to be expensive. Some of your big designer frames even will not have the proper UV rating. So we're looking to block UVA and UVB lighting, and a lot of these lenses will be marked with UV 400. So that's what you want to look for on your lens materials, UV 400, yeah.
Real quickly, I know when you get something in your eye, people always panic. What exactly should you do when that happens?
Absolutely. If you feel like you do have something in your eye, the first thing you should do is flush your eye for about 15 or 20 minutes, and that can be with tap water or sterile saline is what I would recommend. Flush it really well. If you still feel like there's something in there, contact your local optometrist is what I would recommend, and we can take care of that for you. And we do actually remove foreign bodies, so metal, wood, whatever it may be, we can remove that to a certain degree and take care of that for you, because that can potentially get infected and cause vision loss ultimately.
Oh gosh, no one wants that.
No.
And call you directly, or do you need to go through your general practitioner first?
So you can call our offices directly, and we do have 3 locations with Valley Health. That's our Wayne location, and then East Huntington on Route 60, and then we opened up at Milton Harbor Way a few months ago as well.
Okay, terrific access. Thank you so much for being here and giving us these tips, Dr. Riggins.
Yeah,
Thanks for being here for Valley Health. We'll see you next Monday.